Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Caitlin. I'm with our SNAP Education and Buy, Eat, Live Better program with Montana State University. Thanks for joining today. And today we're going to create a really simple recipe out of simple ingredients, and it is the omelet. A little backstory, I wasn't always a nutrition cooking class teacher. The first thing I cooked, and I learned how to cook as a kid, was eggs. I thought to myself, if I can cook eggs, I can make it on my own, which is interesting. But after 2 weeks, I mastered the scrambled eggs under my mom's supervision. But one of the things I like about eggs is that they're pretty inexpensive. This whole 12 egg container for me was $1, and I can throw in some other ingredients to make a really delicious meal. And so it wasn't a few years later till I actually thought about omelets, other than ordering them at a diner. But they're really not that hard to make, which I'm about to show you in 8 simple steps. And they're really fun to play with. So let's get started. So in order to get ready for our omelets, you're going to think about what flavor you want for your omelet. There's a few ways to do this. You can check out what you have in your fridge or your pantry, or if you really want a flavor that you get at your favorite restaurant, you can go to the grocery store and pick those things out. For me, I looked and I found that I had mostly had what I had ingredients for a Greek omelet. So that's what I'm going to make. Once you get all of your ingredients ready, then you can start cooking. But so you want to get your vegetables ready. For me, for my Greek omelet, I have diced tomatoes, some spinach, a little bit of sliced olives, and some mushrooms. Next, you're going to want to gather some sort of cheese if you would like to eat cheese. I noticed I had some feta cheese, so I put a little in a container. And then last thing you can add in your omelet is any sort of cooked meats. So, you've got your Canadian bacon, sausage, or chicken. For me, I'm just going to stick with eggs today. I didn't have any in my fridge. And so you're going to get all of that ready to go. And then the next thing you're going to want to do, well, for me, in sake of time, is I want to heat up my pan. For cooking an omelet, you are going to want to start with a warm pan. So I'm heating up my pan to medium-high heat. So I'm going to turn it 6 or 7, and I'm also going to put some oil in the pan. Okay, get that going. Now to the omelet. I'm going to take a bowl and crack 2 eggs in the bowl. This recipe is for 1 person. If you want to make an omelet for 2 people, you can always double it and, play with it accordingly. I'm going to crack the eggs in the bowl. Next thing you want to add is your salt, pepper, and spices, or any herbs you have. For me, I put a little bit of onion powder and garlic with salt and pepper in a little blend, and some oregano to try to get that Greek flavor. And then most importantly, you also want to add your 2 tablespoons of water. And then you're going to whisk that up. Try to show you as I whisk. Whoop. Okay, you don't want to over whisk. Just make sure you've mixed up all of your ingredients. And I'm going to wait until my pan is creating a little bit of smoke. And so I'm going to bring you a little closer so I can show you how this omelet is cooking. Okay, feels warm. I'm going to pour my omelet in the pan. It has covered all of the corners. We'll let that cook a little bit. And now here's the technique part of cooking an omelet. If you mess up, you can always turn this into a scramble. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to want to bring the edges into the pan and let the rest of the egg drip around it. We're going to do that a few times so that the omelet is mostly cooked all the way. It can be still a little uncooked in the middle when you add your fillings. We're getting there. I'm moving it, making sure the egg gets to the other corners. All right, we're close. Next thing we're gonna do, let's look at that, is we can add our filling. So I'm going to carefully add my tomatoes, add a little bit of spinach, add my olives, ooh, add my mushrooms, then add my feta cheese, you can easily get carried away with the toppings, so you'll maybe have to monitor yourself. All right. Okay, here we go. Now here's the other technical piece. You are going to choose whether you want to fold it in half easily, or you can try your tri-fold, where you fold it one side and then the other. I'm just going to do the half because I don't want to mess it up in front of you all. So we'll just carefully fold it in half. Ooh, I'll take it. I'm going to give it a few more seconds to melt that cheese into its ooey deliciousness. This is a good time to get your plate ready. While we're waiting, I'll scoot you all back. All right, here we go. Carefully put it on the plate. There we go. We've got our omelet here. Now you can add, oh goodness, there we go. You can easily add a piece of bread with this to make it into a meal. You've already got your eggs and vegetables ready to go, or a glass of milk maybe. And there you have it. You have a breakfast-worthy omelet where you can impress your friends and family, or yourself. You can really practice and play with this. You know, you can work on your tri-fold and build your confidence there. You can play with your ingredients and figure out what you really like in your omelet. This recipe is really fun and you can really play with it. But yeah, thank you everyone for checking out how to make an omelet. I gotta go eat this. If you are interested to learn more recipes, you can go to buyeatlivebetter.org. There's a whole bunch of fun recipes there, like create an omelet. And you can watch videos like this on our Facebook page, Buy Eat Live Better, or check it out with a educator for fun classes and learning how to cook. Thanks everyone. Have a wonderful day and happy eating.